Hello lollies and jelly beans, Fire Peeps, how are you today? I hope you're well. This is Miss Melly Flo's Vibe Life. I'm Melanie Florence. This week, I'm running a bit late. I try to get my videos out on Thursday, so you got them for the week going into the weekend, but really fair for the weekend in, you know. But I got a new job Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and so Thursday is when I meant to do them, and I was a bit like lazy, I'll do them, and then I had a cracking meltdown yesterday. So no videos till today. So I'm going to do these a little bit differently. Normally I will show the reading down on the table. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the cards, and at the end I'll show you how it's all laying out on the table. But so we can discuss them, I'm going to keep it rolling and we'll show the table at the end, or I'll show you as it goes. Alright, because I like to give you a bit of me and a bit of the cards, you know. My fringe is doing whatever it likes today. It actually has a life of its own if you've seen the pictures on Facebook. And it does whatever it likes. So, I got a lot of cards over this year. I was gifted a lot of cards. It's brilliant. I've got some really beautiful friends, and I'm really grateful for the contribution they've had in my life this year, because it's been really supportive in keeping going and doing this. So, I got a lot of cards. I do have a competition. What's in the box? It is for a whimsical bitch oracle. So, if you can guess how many decks there are in the comments that I've got in the box, I will send you this whimsical bitch oracle. It's really got attitude, it's got sass, it's brand new, and it's out from a friend of mine. So, Sage Circle, if you're looking for a different sort of reading. She does a pick-a-pile sort of reading. I don't do pick-a-pile at this point. Unless you want it, let me know, alright? But I do a whole heap of different teas, different stuff. This one's the weekly. This is your weekly hot tea. So, without further ado, let's flick some cards. So, I have got a, what is it? They're calling them the daytime the dream time. Sorry, refocus, Mel. It's been an unfocused week. My vibe's all over the place. Thank you, Sagittarius, kicking in today for our Fire Peeps. We're on fire. So this is the Dreamtime reading cards, and they are by Laura Bowen. So these are an Australian deck for anybody who's out there in Australia who wants a deck. I guess you can look for them. A friend, these got sent to me. I was really so grateful. All right, what do we got? We have Searching a Firefly. Look at that. Number 14. By nature is temperance. All right, Firefly. Let's have a look what we've got. Searching. Firefly is a small beetle. The fire comes from a chemical process that happens on the underside of the firefly's abdomen. The male is the main flasher. Surprise. He has large eyes and a visor to keep itself focused on its task of finding a mate. When a female blinks back, he has found a mate, and together they fire blinking in unison into the moonlight. The firefly represents an aching need that we all have to find a soulmate. The urgency you may feel when you are searching, sometimes frantically yet unsuccessfully, for someone to love. You may want to find your other half, the one that you believe will make you whole. But first you need to appreciate the beauty within yourself. The beauty within yourself. You. Alright, first you need to appreciate the beauty within yourself. You need to set your own soul on fire before you can hope to see the love reflected in another. It may feel as if you are looking for something that seems unobtainable, but there is a light in the darkness for you. You just need to keep going. Find your spark, shine your own light, and eventually you will find what you are looking for. Ooh, so this card is about soulmates, and it's about searching. It's about searching. But this is really about finding that spark, and really like inside of you. And being in Sagittarius, that is it's a drive inside the Sagittarius. Like Sagittarius is seen as the bachelor sign, right? The player sign if you've got the knight, right? But it's about passion, and it's about drive, and it's about the spirit inside of us, and where our spirit comes from and what is driving us. So the firefly is saying, you know, you need to involve yourself. And when you're involved in your passion and in your congruent, your unapologetic life, you're living your best life, like, then you're going to draw the best things to you. You're going to attract your firefly. All right. I like that. Great place to start. All right. Great place to start. So I'm also going to give us a wildflower, Australian wildflower reading cards, and these by Sherilyn Darcy. So I'm a bit of an Australian wildflower. Melanie Florence means means dark flowers, black flowers. So Melly means honey. So it's like honey flowers. Okay, so we've got bottle brush, which is cleansing. Let me find it. So, the bottle brush, nice red, poignant, the fiery. This is a really fiery card. Oh my god. Ooh. Bottle brush. Yeah. So, many types of bottle brush are found throughout Australia and all have a very similar energy. Bottle brush energy is cleansing and balancing. Its appearance means it's a time of clearing away what no longer serves you. If it is not happening organically, then it is time for you to make it happen. Oh, if it's not happening organically, then it is time for you to make it happen, as it will most definitely improve situations at present. Bottle brush indicates pregnancy, issues surrounding pregnancy. It can also be any entity that you are personally incubating or growing. The challenge of a bottle brush are the inability to move on, limitations to growth, and difficult transitions. As a healer, the bottle brush is wonderful as a negative energy cleaner and clearer. It supports you during times of unemotional upheaval and brings calmness and comfort in an ability to cope, and it is recommended for life transitions. Right, so this is talking about clearing out the energies that don't serve us. So while we actually have these rigid ideas, while we might be trying to search and get our what we want from it, and get our heart's desires, sometimes we're holding on to things that aren't serving us. We've got ideas of ourselves that aren't good for us, that we're holding on to, and it's like sometimes you've got to be careful of believing in idea of yourself that is stopping you moving forward. All right, so we're talking about cleansing out and cleaning out while we're searching. So cleaning out old beliefs that don't serve you anymore. All right, with that, I'm going to give us some earth magic because I love the earth magic cards. My hair is really doing what it likes today. Okay, twice pin back. It is like on my little emoji, my avatar, right? But I have to pin it back because I play with it otherwise. While I look at it, so I'd rather not do that. Let's not focus on that. Oh, here we go. Wow, that's fun. So out of the earth magic cards, we've come up with our ancestors. So, while we don't better ourselves, while we sit in the darkness of ourselves, we're not listening to our ancestors. Our ancestors are there, and we're here to, to survive in their name. We're here to, honor the fact that they got us here. And so, this is an ancestral learning. This is an ancestral path. So as you're going through this, searching for your heart fire, while you're, doing this cleansing, and these are both fire. These two cards in my deck, in the Greenwood deck, are in the fire element. These would be wands cards. They represent wands. Now, this is the ancestor. It's here for generations. So this is, really looking about where you come from and what you believe in and what you're in touch with. I do these readings in elements because I'm part Aboriginal. I am Aboriginal. I'm also part of a lot of other things. Right? I've got 11 herbs and spices. We're a grapefruit salad. Right? But, it really, I do it as elements because I'm really attached to the elements. I really love earthing myself, and the fire, the air, the water, the earth, they're the basic elements that we live from. And so that's the things that I'm connected to inside of, I guess that's why the Greenwood works, because it is the Celtic background of all of that. All right, one more. Oh, there it is. And nurturing. So this is a time of nurturing yourself. This is a time of transition for you. All right, fire people, this is really interesting. It's time to nurture yourself. It's really time to get back to your roots. It's time to get back to your basics and cleanse out old beliefs that are no longer serving you, because you want to move into a new spark. You want to bring into a new you. All right, so I'm going to give us a couple of cards from, what is this? This is a spellcasting oracle. It's a cool deck. Got it a big W for those who are here in Australia. For my Aussie people. Aussie. Alright. Protection. Alright, so protection is really, you know, we've got to protect ourselves, we've got to protect the earth. This is a really earthy, nurturing card where it's very fertile. If anybody in here is looking at pregnancy, I guess we're looking at some really, your ancestors might be coming through and we've got a really fertile time. So you might be attracting another spark in that passion inside of here. So we've got a lot of nurturing and we've got protection. Those two cards we can see go together. Right, look at them. Nurturing and protecting our earth, our planet, for our children, for our, you know, to respect our ancestors. This is a looking forward and looking back sort of reading so far. All right, and I'm really attracted to the archetypes deck. So I'm going to flick a few cards from that and see where we're going. What we got? Oh, the kiss. All right, linked hands. This is something that is, it's come out with the storm. So there might be a bit of, like in your love life or in your heart, that you're feeling a bit of a storm inside of your heart, that you know, that there's something raging inside of there. Maybe there is a passionate kiss coming your way, but it creates a storm in your heart. And inside of here, this has still got some stormy energies. All right. So I am going to do a, you know, the card, I've been doing this spread, I've been doing it since I started the YouTube channel a few months ago, and it is a 5-card spread. So I'm going to do 5 for where you came from, for how we got here. Oh, sorry. 5 for how we got here, 4 for your healing element, 3 for how we apply it to the world, 2 for your partnerships, and 1 for your self-love. All right, so let's do that. So the Greenwood Tarot. Oh, I should show you. Greenwood Tarot. All right, what have we got for the Fire Peeps for this week? What have we got? Thank you for staying this long. If you're still here, I really appreciate your support. And this channel has been an interesting growth space for me. So I'm really enjoying now that I sort of know what I'm doing. Like, come on, cards. All right, there we are. Ooh, so our first card's injustice. So there's been a bit of injustice in your life. This is saying, oh, injustice is really talking about, you know, you're blindfolded to things. The scale is untipped. The bow is broken. You know, so there might be things that you weren't aware of when you were coming into things, or, you know, there's information that you feel like you were missing inside of something. But there's a certain amount of injustice, I guess, that goes with, you know, the communications that are out. It's always communications. This is always communications. All right, so, all right. What else we got this week? Oh, for Mo. Alright, so that's interesting. We got the Guardian. What else came out with that? And decisions. So, the Guardian is the devil in a traditional deck. But this is about building blocks and stepping stones. It's like, what are you afraid of? What have you tied all of your finances? Are you really paying attention to what goes on? It's like when we're building a step, we have to make decisions of faith. Right, because that's what that's about, making decisions of faith. You know, even if we're blinded without the information, we've got the devil sitting. This is like, we know, you know, make your steps. Make sure you firm this one in before you make the next step. Make sure you make the right decision to firm that step in before you make the next step, so that you can make your decisions. You know, the devil is in the details. But we're really aiming to get to here. Being afraid of the bear when we're making our choices isn't necessarily going to help us move forward. So we're really looking to go into our deeper selves inside of how the devil works, inside of how the Guardian works. All right, it's called Guardian in the Greenwood deck. All right, the Guardian of the Underworld. Oh, so we've got decisions because we've got the Two of Cups. We nearly got all the twos out. Wow, we've got partnerships. This is like twos. Here we are. So we have the Two of Cups, which is about attraction. So this is about attraction to life as well. This is like ramping up your emotions. What do you got to make decisions, all right, that, you know, because you have attractions to stuff. All right, so you can feel attractive. All right. What else we got? One more for how do we get here? One more for how do we get here? One more for how we get here. I thought I'd wear my nice orange dress because I was like, you need to wear more orange because it's good for you. And I was like, you're right, you know. I saw it in her reading. All right, and so we have the Archer. So, the Archer. The Archer is, you have your aim, you have your sight, you have your skills This is about potential energy. This is about knowing what you have to apply to the world. You know, this is about knowing that that this is the Chariot, but this is like really taking aim, taking that breath, and knowing that you're trained, you have all your skills, you have everything on your side to pursue what you're after. This is potential energy. That's the potential energy. All right, so for the healing cards, let's see what we got. What's going to heal us this week? This week, what do we got? So I did these readings with the archetype. Whoa. So what's going to heal us? That's interesting. All right, so here we've got the unknown. Then secondly, now here, this is underneath it straight in the reading. This is sort of saying this is about, you know, whatever wasn't in coming to focus will come into focus. This is our, you know, we remove, this is getting to the heart of the matter. You know, so if there was a third person, if there is something that hasn't been discussed, if there's jealousy, if there, you know, there's something that needs, but this is a healing element. So this is something coming to light. It's coming to light. Whatever was in the dark fire, it will come to light. All right, what else we got for healing? Oop. Oh, the Queen of Emotions. So, this is a water queen. She is the Queen of Emotions. She is, you know, about emotional connections, really touching base with your heart. So this could be a person in your life, or this could be you embodying these traits. So you're feeling like, you know, you could really touch and you know, this attraction inside of here. This might be about this queen. This could be making you feel like this queen. We'll come back because this goes all across. Let's have a look. All right, so your queen, or she's the Queen of Emotions, the Queen of the Heart. All right, so what else is going to help us is you reap what you sow. So this is the Six of Wands. So the wands are our fire, our faith, our heart. And this is really about, like, you know, what you put in, you get out. This is a triumph card. This is, you know, the triumph of your efforts of going through the battle of your spirit and your passion and your heart. So that's going to heal. You're going to start seeing some rewards from your efforts. You know, whatever wasn't clear and was hidden from you before is going to come to light. Okay. One more for the healing element. What have we got? All right, one more for the healing element. Oh, we got two, so we're going to do it. Oh, one more, and I'll put that in there. Next line. So, this is our fire. So we've got the one step before. So this is really about taking your personal power, like our spirit, our passion. It's personal power. This is taking the strength of you and saying, I'm projecting. I want this. I'm gonna ambitiously go after this. Like I'm gonna achieve. Like I'm going for. I'm looking to reap what I sow. I've been putting in the seeds of my work. I am taking that power. I am virile. You can see here's virile. Right, so the next line is how we apply this to the world. And what's popped out with that power here is the star. So this is wish fulfillment. This is really keeping your eye on what you want. This is really, you know, deciding that you're going to go and get this thing, and you're going to step over this injustice and whatever's comes to light inside of this, and you're going to keep aiming at your pole star, at where you're going, and that's the wish fulfillment. This is our wish. All right, two more for how we apply that to the world. How do we apply all of this? Ooh. Okay. So we have morning. So the seven. So seven is always healing. So sometimes this is letting go of daydreams. Sometimes this is letting go of past beliefs of ourselves. This is the process we go of letting go of an old world and going into a new. This is, you know, so we can clear and go into a rebirth, being the next card. You know, there's 7 forms, there's several different forms of grief, there's several different forms of mourning, and this goes through the process of that. You know, letting go of what's a daydream so you can actually achieve what's real, like inside of it all. Okay, Fire Peeps. One more for how we apply. How do we apply it to the world? One more. How do we apply it to the world? It's sitting a bit odd in this top. My orange. Okay. There it is. How do we apply that? Jump out like that. That's the spark of life. That's what it is. This is like, oop, there it is. For Fire people, this is the beginning. This is a new passionate beginning. This is where You know, this is kabang, this is going into it with all of your energy, taking your gusto, taking your belief, and really buying into that. Really in your fire fight, this is that passion, taking your passion and really driving and going with it. Okay. Okay. The kiss and the storm. The kiss and the storm. Right, so remembering we're nurturing ourselves, we're protecting ourselves on a really earthy level. So, partnerships. Ooh, it's time for a celebration. So, it could be Sagittarians that you are having your birthdays. It is Christmas time. It's time to celebrate with the family around the fire, you know, really appreciate who we have in our lives and our faith and our passion. This is, you know, our strength of our four inside of this. You know, this is a marriage card. This is you might, you know, see proposals under this card. This is a real, all right, fire people, things are really happening. That's good. All right, so we might be attracting our other firefly in this. Yeah, and that's that celebration of the heart. And we've got the 4, the 5, and the 6 of wands on the table. You're going to get to celebrate who you've become. All right, one more. We're going to celebrate. Or partnerships. What have we got? One more for partnerships. Oh, one more for partnerships. Let's see what we got. Oh. So we've got rest. So this is like 4. So we've got a lot of 2s on the table and we've got a lot of 4s. We've got 2 4s on the table. So this rest is about resting your mind. Arrows is air. It's your mind. It's your anxieties. It's your fears. It's your frustrations. It's your insecurities. It's about breathing. It's about meditation. It's about stopping for a second and really clearing your mind and working. Like I'm working. So inside of your partnerships, we've got celebrations, but it's without all of the banter. It's without anxiety. It's you know, a nice rested space. All right, and we got one more to go for our self-love. What have we got on the table for our self-love? Let's see. One more for the Fire Peeps. There it is. All right, for self-love. Ooh. Okay. So this is judgment. So this could be that you are into some sort of litigation and there is some sort of judgment in your life and that you are being judged. This can be about legal battles and contracts and those sort of things. Really, it can be about other people's judgments of you, or it could be of your judgments of you, you know. And then this is like sort of saying, you know what the fun thing is? It's saying the same thing as the Guardian. You know, you can see that the aim here is here, and the aim here is here. Because this is about your journey and your soul and not what anybody else thinks and all of those things. So, you know, this is a spot, so in your self-love, so you really are judging what's worth in your life, where your spirit, where your passion's going, where this can go, where it can go. But it really is about not listening to what other people have got to say with you. It's got nothing to do with your life. So this was a long reading. I don't usually do them this long. Thank you for staying if you've stayed this long. I hope that you like it like this way. If you prefer to see the reading on the table, let me know. I hope that you have a great week and that you really do dive into the things that are passionate that you want to be involved in. Like Fire Peeps, it's in your heart and there's something to celebrate. Rest your mind. I hope that you have an excellent week and I will catch you on the flip side. Ciao.